Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, everyone? It is D Done here. I am the average gaming dad, and today I want to show you guys how I warm up before my games. As you know, the father of three in my late 30s, I don't have a ton of time to game, but I still managed to drop, pretty good gameplay, some pretty high kill games. And so, but I don't have time to warm up and I don't have multiplayer, so I can't, shoot bots. I don't want to, spend my time going into a mode of casuals to warm up. So I do just a few quick things in between games to help get my thumbs warmed up. And I'm about to share this with you now. And then we're going to hop into another 30 bomb. The day after I dropped my first 30 plus, I did it again. So you guys are going to see that in this next gameplay after I show you my little warm up drill. All right, so this is really straightforward, guys. It is really simple. I take the gun that I know that I'm going to use the most, which for me is the Kilo, and then all I do is I have a very intentional goal while shooting the targets. Instead of just aiming and shooting, my goal is to eliminate all the targets without strafing, so I'm not maximizing my aim assist, just using my right stick, and my goal is to down all of the targets without having to reload, and my goal is to see the most amount of bullets that I can have left in my mag at the end of that. My record is 13. So that's what I do. I just run through that a couple times, and then I start strafing, and I try to, start my centering. So I just strafe, and I just try and, one tap the dummies in the firing range, and I just try to mix it up as much as I can. I'm not trying to put a bunch of bullets in them. I'm just trying to tap, 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 tap. I use my strafe. I start, warming up my left thumb by strafing and hitting targets. I'm not looking for perfection here. I just want to make sure that I'm at least close to being on target so I can snap on people so that I know my centering is good. And that's what this drill is for. So first one is just right thumbstick control. This one is for left stick control. And then, like I said, the goal is to just eliminate all the targets without strafing and to see the max amount of bullets that you can have left in your gun at the end. So use this, if you're short on time, and I think, it will help you get warmed up a little bit faster, and, that way you don't have to waste a lot of time if you don't have a lot of time to game, like myself. And now here we are into the gameplay again, dropping 30 plus. We're dropping 31 here. I mean, I know I've made a few videos on the Kilo, but I really can't stress enough. It is the best gun of the game, because when it comes down to it, obviously time to kill is incredibly important when you're trying to pick, your primary weapon. And the Kilo's up there with most of the other ARs. It's very weak at range, but what it has is no recoil. And when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, your goal is to put the more bullets into your opponent than they put into you. And so using the most accurate gun with the most accurate class setup is what is going to get you there. Now, you guys know most of the time I run a 3 times. I run springs and I run the compensator, right? That's pretty much my go-to. It's non-negotiable. I also really like long barrel as well. I know most people gravitate towards the gain twist or the hybrid barrel or whatever that gives you a little bit of range and a little bit of bullet velocity. But I really like the long barrel. I feel like I can compensate well enough for the lack of bullet velocity, because this is my thought process, all right, is if someone is running and you're having to track them, that's when bullet velocity matters. When someone's parachuting or someone is running left to right. And if they are doing those things, then they are not shooting directly at you. Okay? And so as long as you can compensate for the lack of bullet velocity, then the only thing you really have to worry about is the one-on-one engagements where they're shooting back. And in those cases, I want to make sure that I have my max damage range, like my damage range maxed out, which is why I use long barrel. Because if someone is straight in front of you and you're in a straight AR to AR gunfight, what matters is your range, not your bullet velocity, because they are standing still. So that's why I use long barrel. But in this gameplay, I'm still using long barrel, I'm still using springs, but I actually put on a suppressor. Instead of a 3 times, I'm using a dot sight. And instead of the vertical foregrip, I'm using the Ranger grip, which gives you increased movement speed, and I'm using the Infiltrator stock instead of the heavy stock. So this is basically max movement, max straight speed, low zoom with a little bit of stealth. To me, this feels like old Call of Duty ARs where you had much more strafing ability than you do in today's Call of Duty. If you ever played the old school Modern Warfare 3 and use like the Stalker perk, then you guys know what I'm talking about. Your strafe speed was absolutely crazy. So anyway, that's my class setup. That's my warm up drill. I also have been really, really liking the PP, whatever it is, 1989 or whatever it is, the SMG. I don't know why, but I'm really good with it. Because, as you guys know, I have now over an 8 KD with the Kilo by itself. And I was like, well, what SMGs can I use? And the PP, my great PP, uh, had the highest KD out of all my SMGs, which is weird because it's supposedly the worst one in the game. But if you can hit chest shots, then it's just as effective as most SMGs, and I find it to be better at range as well. So, I know, I also like the PPSH. I made a video on that. It is also very good. But when it comes down to it, a lot of it is just what you're comfortable using. And so the data doesn't lie. The stats tell me that when I got my PP in my hands, I'm deadly with it. So I'm going to put my PP in my hands. You know what I'm saying? That's what we use. So I'm rocking that alongside the Kilo in this gameplay. Same thing, using the infiltrator stock, using a dot sight, and using a suppressor. I don't think necessarily that the suppressor contributed much to this game. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. It's really hard to quantify or to tell whether or not a suppressor is helping you or not. I don't know, but as long as you can hit your shots, that's what really matters. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to, I was really excited that I got another 30 bomb. I finally had some time to where I was able to, put out a video. So back-to-back 30 bombs, also showing you guys how I warm up with limited time to play and, limited resources. Like I said, I don't have multiplayer, so I can't go into a private match and shoot bots. And I don't want to waste the limited gaming time that I have in like a casual mode, shooting bots that way. So that's how I warm up in between games and before I, start playing. Luckily in solos, it takes like 15 minutes to get into a game now because no one plays solos apparently. And so you have plenty of time to warm up. But anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe. And again, if you didn't check out the last 30 bomb that I dropped, make sure last video also outlines, that if you want to, you guys can become a YouTube member, support me and support the channel in a bigger way than just subscribing if you want to. And I lay out the details there. So become a member if you want, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I'm really excited for Black Ops 7. I'll have some more commentary about what I'm seeing on that in my next couple of videos. But I'll leave you with that for today. Thank you guys so much for your time. As always, I really, really appreciate taking time out of your day to hang out and watch my beautiful bald head and to watch me dominate these solo lobbies. So thanks again. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Bye.
Nice job, soldier. Stay there to secure the intel point.
TACCOM, get a care package on my location.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
Daily authorizing UAV mission.
Sending base.
Loadout drop headed your way. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
UAV is bingo fuel, returning to base.
Marking contract.
Your objective's simple. Eliminate all bounty targets.
Molotov. 10 kills, still going. They got me.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
Reloading. Back on mission. Indicating waypoint. Not done yet.
UAV available for tasking.
Changing mags. Give me eyes in the sky.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
UAV standing by.
TACOM, requesting recon overhead.
Mission timeline expires. UAV exiting the AO.
Switching mags.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
tasking.
You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and survive. High value target mark. Expect resistance.
Daily authorizing UAV mission.
You've got gas moving in.
Reloading.
Enemy UAV is online. The enemy lost track of you. Good work down there.
Changing mags.
UAV standing by.
Give me eyes in the
UAV
sky.
available for tasking.
Take more than that to finish me. Reloading. Not done yet.
Enemy UAV overhead.
TACOM. Requesting recon overhead.
UAV standing by.
UAV exfil.
Switching mags. I'll drive.
Bounty target's gone dark. We lost the contract.
I'll come along. Give me eyes in the sky.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Changing mags. Rally on marked cohorts.
Priority tasking request received. We're done.
Hostile UAV in the area. Gas is closing in.
Switching mags.
Multitasking.
Daily authorizing UAV mission.
Standing by. UAV available for tasking.
Authorizing HARP
UAV
deployment.
standing by.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Thanks. Those shoots make great targets. Takes more than that to finish me. Changing mags.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Gulag's closed until further notice. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
TACOM. Requesting recon overhead.
You've made it to the top 10.
UAV is
Hostile
fuel ready.
Yeah. 15 kills. Reloading.
You're losing
Give me
ground.
eyes in the
Move it.
sky.
UAV standing by.
TACOM, we're flying on fumes. UAV originated.
Changing mags. Daily authorizing UAV mission.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting
Switching
the
mags.
AO.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Top 5. Bring home the win.
Reloading.
Gas is inbound.
Indicating waypoint. Changing mags.
Stay frosty. We picked up an enemy armed with a hand cannon in the AO. Oh! Top 3.
Oh,
Don't
you
let
are-
up now. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Switching mags.
You've got gas moving in.
Enemy position. Reloading.
No.
Mission accomplished. All targets eliminated.